And when we won the gold medal, I was with Kay Yao, all you NC State folks. So Kay was one of my best friends, even though we were at opposite schools. First of all, I want to thank you for the opportunity to be here today. And first of all, I support transgender athletes, okay? Their right to gender identity as they see fit. However, competitive sport is one of the few places in our society where sex differences matter. Those differences, men's greater strength, size, speed, and muscle mass, men's larger hearts, lungs, hands, feet, and skulls, women's greater body fat, women's and men's differences, distribution of their body fat and lean muscle mass, and much, much more, results in performance advantages for men in almost every sport. Therefore, to ensure that female athletes have access to fair and safe competition, trans girls and trans women at any age should not be eligible to compete head-to-head against females. Separate sports categories facilitate inclusion. They have always been created to provide more people with a chance to enjoy competitive victories. Without the two sex categories, we would never have known about or celebrated the greatness female athletes of all time, including, by no means limited to, Billie Jean King, Martina Navratilova, Mary Lou Retton, or Peggy Fleming. All would have been defeated by and overshadowed by countless male players and lost in history. Just recently, in 2022, the World Aquatics, which is the governing body for swimming and diving and other water sports, acknowledged the differences between women and men with a rule change that excludes people who have experienced male puberty from women's events. In 2023, just a few weeks ago, World Athletics, the governing body for track and field and all running events, followed suit. And this is on the Olympic level. In 1972, Title IX was passed. We just celebrated on June 23rd last year, the 50th anniversary. I was a sophomore in college playing volleyball and basketball. I played after that. I did go to the University of Tennessee, and I was the JV coach. Pat Summitt was the head coach, and I was the JV coach there at Tennessee. After that, I went to Francis Marion University for 11 years and then to the University of North Carolina for 33 years. I played and coached for all 50 years of Title IX. The purpose of Title IX was to make sports fair and equal. Females having to compete against transgenders is not fair and equal. Is there a place for transgenders in sports? Yes, there is, but it's a separate category. Speaking as a coach, it's not a level playing field. It's just not a level playing field. Is there a place for transgenders? And I am not against transgenders, but there is a place, and it is a completely separate category. In closing, I want to say I strongly urge support for the Fairness in Women's Sports Act for the sake of fairness, safety, opportunity, and the rights of women. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you so much, Coach.